Did you guys focus much from a training standpoint on maritime stuff still? Mm-hmm. Still quite a bit? Yeah. To me, I think the biggest thing that sticks out, at least my time in, was that you don't have to deal with, or you guys don't deal with at Dev Group, is that every platoon there's a fresh batch of guys with no experience coming in. So like there's no way to move past that.
Yeah, it's hard to raise that bar.
Yeah, whereas you guys, the lowest common denominator is already a guy that has several years of.
I think the average is probably 6 to 8 years.
Yeah,
is a new guy.
Yeah.
And I think the average age too is late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I remember, I hate to say being a child, but acting like a child kind of.
Yeah.
Probably early 20-year-olds do, and evolving.
Yeah.
It's kind of who you are.
So how old were you when you went there?
25.
All right. So the very first real world mission as a squadron guy, what was that like? Do you remember it?
I think the first one. Yeah, I do.
Can you?
Yeah, we hit this target. Our troop team did, and there were no gunfights.
Really?
Yeah, there were no gunfights, and I had this expectation of how things were, because I was comparing it to 2008 when we were doing things, or I was augmenting, and no gunfight.
So you're like, I saw more action in fucking SEAL Team 10.
Yeah, like what the fuck happened? What happened to 08 shit? But you can't, like I said, you can't search for that kind of stuff. It'll find you. And one memorable op that we did was up in the Konar, around Red Wings kind of area. And we did some really good work that night. I mean, we landed, like those pilot, like those pilots are amazing. Landed on, I don't know, like a 60-degree pitch. And we walked up that valley going after a specific target. And it was a gunfight all the way up for like 5-6 hours. And things were just clicking. Like we were going after a target, but we ran into problems and we dealt with them. I remember at the end of it, I looked at my TL. I was like, "Are we going there?" And he's like, "You haven't had enough." No, this is what I signed up for. Like, we haven't got them. Like, we haven't got who we're going for. Like, there's that place. It's about to be light, and obviously, you don't want to be there when light comes on. And this 47 lands on this peak kind of thing. It's front right wheel. That was it. It's front right wheel. 47s, the school bus kind of twin helicopter thing. So it lands its right front wheel right there. The side door gunner gets out, moves the minigun out of the way, gets on one knee as a step, and was like, "All right, come on." And we all just jumped on and took off.
Oh shit.
Like, it was the coolest thing. Like,
God damn.
Like, imagine that big ass helicopter sitting there with one wheel on there, and just, I mean, you're loading 3,500 pounds at like 8,000 feet. Like,
wow. That's fucking impressive, man. What were the circumstances in terms of what the problems that you were running into? Was it like, so you're gaining elevation and taking it on the way up? Mm-hmm.
I mean, there were targets in between where we needed to go to, and we had to address them, whether we were getting engaged outside of the targets or we had to clear them to kind of safely go through. CQC at its best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were a lot of these problems that you encounter, were they in buildings and structures, or were they open?
Both.
Yeah. About.
So like there was some indirect that was coming across the valley, some barricaded in the house shooting out, some outside the house that whether it was sleepers outside or what. And I say sleepers that had guns, woke up and started shooting at us.
Yeah.
There were some that they will put people in front of them as human shields and shoot through them. Create some major issues for sure.
Were there instances where you had to engage people that were trying to use human shields?
No. It makes it very difficult to engage those threats when they're doing stuff like that. We've had people white light us as people are shooting and using them as targets, and then that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, grenades, chest racks. There were a couple of suicide vests up there.
About how many people did you encounter on the way in? And this is, you said, over like a 5-6 hour period?
Yeah, 22.
And loadout wise, is there a preferred long gun for that type of gig? For you, I guess? Or, I mean, do you have the autonomy individually to pick whatever you want?
You do. Recce guys carry recce stuff.
That's pretty specific.
Yeah, I mean, they have a wide variety of long guns to choose from depending on the environment and mission. And I could have chosen MP7, 416, 17.
Did you have a favorite or a go-to?
I love that MP7.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually just got one.
Really? Oh, shit.
I loved it. But it's a very specific niche thing that guys would or wouldn't carry, just on the performance of the round. But the 416 was just what I carried.
On that one?
Yeah, that's what I carried most of the time. People like to talk about these engagements 100, 200 yards plus out. And for me, we have either a long gun or I got some cover to call something in. I could just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say most engagements were inside of 50 meters?
The only engagements, I won't say the only, 95% of my engagements have been within 10 yards.
Within 10 yards? And most of the time with a 416?
Yeah, always.
Loadout mag-wise, I mean, are you...
3 mags, 1 in the gun, no pistol.
No shit. Mm-hmm. And you're battling it for 5-6 hours with that small of a loadout?
You got enough people that are carrying 120 rounds. I mean, it's not Mogadishu.
Yeah.
You're taking surgical shots. You got a grenade or two, a thermo or two.
Can I ask what the train of thought is behind no pistol?
Couple. We're always trying to save weight. I mean, I was crazy about it. I would cut off Molly off my kit that I just wouldn't use.
Yeah.
To save ounces at equal
You're cutting
pounds.
the neck tags off your T-shirts.
Yeah. If in those kind of environments, I didn't really feel like I needed a pistol for multiple reasons. One, if my gun went down, which it has in gunfights, I roll out and my team member kind of rolls in for me. If my gun would go down, I know they taught originally that your gun goes down, you transition your pistol. In a two-way gunfight, I'm not going to stand in the doorway with my gun that goes down and draw my pistol. I'm going to let somebody else come in with a rifle. The comfort of hiking around at 5 to 12,000 feet, there wasn't really a great way besides the old safari land, like drop down. Some ops, I would throw on a pistol if I felt the need for it. But
was it up to each individual whether or not they carried a pistol? Yeah. Did some guys?
Some guys did. Yeah.
Were you still rolling with 228s and 226s?
Yep.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
Is that still your preferred operational pistol, or do you have one?
I love those 320s.
Yeah. They're new 320s, but we shoot Glocks too. Like I have a 19X I love shooting too.
Yeah.
You ever shot those STIs?
I have actually.
Things run on rails.
Yeah. I know it. They're amazing.
Yeah, I love the modularity of 320s, 6. Carried them forever. It's
Yeah.
great. You can go compact carry, full size.
Yeah.
Really dependable.
Within the command, pistol wise, is there the same level of selection that each guy, like, can you carry kind of whatever you want?
Yes, you can. And actually, I came across a photo of, what my box loadout of guns looked like. I had a USP 45 compact.
Really?
HK, yeah, with the suppressor. We didn't have any, or at least I didn't have any, because I had a 19 as well. No suppressors on that. That was more, concealed. 226s, nothing. But yeah, remember the old SOCOMs?
Yeah.
It was like 24 inches.
Yeah.
That's your pistol.
Oh shit.
But no, like these, much smaller. It was nice, but it was still kind of the era on what we were doing. Pistols weren't a big thing for kind of that.
Yeah. Could you like pick some whiz bang shit that's not in the inventory? Like Is there that much flexibility? Like, hey, I want like an STI or whatever. Like,
no, I mean, those are big programs for sure.
Yeah. So you couldn't say like, hey, there's this fucking Wilson combat gun that I want to carry, and they'd let you do it, or
if the RDT&E shop and everybody signed off on it, and it was kind of a program like that, sure.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, not that kind of flexibility.
Yeah. Round wise, for both pistol and rifle, do you guys have that same flexibility to take buffalo bore or something that's more effective than green tip or ball?
Yeah. So when we'd always sight in or recheck dopes, we would always grab the ammo that we would carry in our mags. Whether it was LR or some other kind of specific defensive round, rifle wise, that it slowed down or mushroomed out or that kind of thing. Pistol wise, everything from hollow points. Well, we always ran hollow points, I think, or
like Federal HSTs or Spears or what?
I think Federals.
Yeah.
And then the MP7. The problem with that round was it was so fast and hot, it would just kind of zip through. Mm-hmm. So they kind of tried to dumb it down and make it a little flatter and slower. But whatever we would carry real world, we would sight in with, and obviously train with just ball.
Could you buy or order any ammo you wanted?
No, I mean, another kind of big program.
Yeah.
If we wanted to test out a new round, obviously there's appropriate ways to go about it and can do it. And usually it's kind of identifying a gap or something that we need.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's flexibility, but there's a limit within that flexibility.
Sure.